Hello everyone, this is Ep103 and welcome to episode 103 of Ep103's Modern Skyblock 3 series. Hooray! I am breeding chickens. We just got some Palus crystal chickens. Hooray! I am knocking out this quest chain a little bit. It's not too bad. I kind of want to show you like how it's working out. So silver chickens require iron and bone white. So we're going to want iron. And if we've already gotten a bunch of them, like a stack, this totally helps out. And I realize that this is a little bit overlappy with the other series that I'm doing, where, you know, chickens is a thing that we're doing over there. But here at least, oh wow, that was quick. All right. At least here I can use my mechanical user to speed things up. So that's cool, right? So I just got silver chickens, so it's not too bad. Not terrible. So I usually check the book because the book is sometimes a little slow. So Restonia, if I had to guess, Restonia chickens will be black quartz and redstone. If I had to guess, redstone and black quartz. Cool. So this isn't bad, right? You ready? Watch this. So quartz chicken. So there's my black quartz. And then I have some redstone chickens. And we put them together in the breeder. We make sure there's enough seeds in there. We throw the acceleration wand at it, and boom, 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 we've got Restonia chickens. Sometimes it takes a little longer than others. So if we have a full stack, it's super quick, which isn't always the case, right? Sometimes we don't have that much. So steel chickens, would that be iron and charcoal and coal? Would that be where we're at? Steel? So coal and iron chickens. Yeah. So we should have some 10-10-10s of those. So this will be like super quick to breed, right? So coal chicken. Don't we have 10-10-10s of coal? Oh, we do, but they're over here. That's right. So 10-10-10 of that. And iron. Oh, but the iron chickens aren't 10-10-10. We have a lot of them, but we don't have 10-10-10 of it. So it won't be that fast, right? Because they're, you know, not. But boom, 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 boom. Bunch of breeding, and eventually one of them's a steel chicken. Sweet. So it's actually not that bad to get all the chickens because we have the wand of acceleration. Without it, it might have been a little bit bad, right? So malachite chicken is copper and coal. So then we'll want to get our coal chicken. This is going to be probably the last one that I do. And copper chicken we only have one of, so this will be a demonstration of you know, kind of our worst case scenario. So this one I'll definitely use the this guy for. So like basically it's slow at first, right? And this is kind of like a guide to how you guys should do this if you're trying to do it. And if you, like me, decided to be cheaty and throw in the wands mod. So not enough wands totally helping out here. So just add copper, and now it's going to be faster, right? Because the more chickens you have in the stack, the faster they breed together. So if we get a coal one over there, it won't help because we already have 16 coal. But so like, yeah, that can just stay. And then eventually we get to 16 coppers, or we get our malachite chicken, which, you know, would be nice. So there we go, malachite, boom. And now we're done with that one. Cool. And we just go down the list. So that's all well and good. And you can come out of there, mister. So over here, we've got, I set up something similar, right? So like, look how much craziness we get. I did get another accuracy modifier. So now we've got 3 accuracy modifiers. Oh, I could throw one more in there. Could I maybe do that? I didn't realize I had a blank one. So I think, because I wound up accelerated my thing over there to get lots and lots and lots of mica. And by lots and lots, I think we have like a very small handful. Sweet. Yeah, mica, we've got 2 more? 4 if you count what's in the thing. So we've got a few. I basically had this thing wound up accelerating the thing, and it was good. So that should help. Cool, 13,000 R of a tick. So we take this out, let it recharge, put it back in. Look how crazy that is. That's shenanigans. And we're still not getting that much ionite, even with so many accuracy modifiers. The accuracy modifiers, to be fair, don't seem to be that good. They're okay. You would think that it would like be really nice to have, because it improves, because we're using crystal lenses here, the % chance to get crystals. But it just doesn't seem to be all that useful. So, I don't know. So we're just going to hope to be able to get lots of my ionite. So we're going to see. I'm basically going to just take a little break here for a few minutes. And because really at this point, we're just waiting for more Ionite, of which we have 23. So we're getting there. To be fair, we're like, how much did I say I need? 144. So we're like getting there. We're maybe almost 20%. So that's not terrible. And you totally want these speed upgrades in there. That really helps. And to be fair, if I had the next tier of speed upgrades in here, it would probably be even better. But then it's just a matter of recharging that thing and letting him cook. So we're getting lots of resources, which is nice. But, you know, we're just going to have to be patient. So I guess I'll come back in a few minutes. I'm going to try and knock out all the chickens quests. And to be fair, once we have all that in, that might be pretty awesome. Because then we will technically at that point have all the different types of chickens, to my knowledge. Because we have to get through all the chicken quests. So let me knock out the last few in tier 3 chickens. So I'm going to need leather, netherwort, lava, aluminum. Like, there's still quite a... Holy cow, dude, that's a lot of tier 3 chickens. Oh my goodness. I'm hoping tier 4 is less of a painful experience. But let's come back in a few minutes once I've knocked out a few more chickens. Cool? So be right back. Hey! Copper and nickel equals Constantine. Copper and nickel also equals cupronickel. So today we learned... that's kind of cool. I was unaware. And then gunpowder and snowball will yield water chickens. Cool. And you need more seeds because of course you do. Oh, and it's nighttime. The other thing is that my extra utilities power is completely based on solar because I never made the water mills. So my wand of acceleration in the mechanical user, of course, only works during the day. Haha, today you learned a little bit more. All right, so continuing my breeding of chickens, we'll be back in a few minutes. All right, crossing your fingers, guys, because we should get a refined iron chicken from this, or conductive iron for that matter. And tier 3 chicken's complete, hooray! Refined iron, by the way, is iron plus iron. How cool is that? So iron plus iron equals a refined iron chicken. Today we learned. Nice. So that is tier 3 chickens complete. Tier 4 chickens is just as long a list. I was really, really hoping that it would be a shorter list. I mean, to be fair, it's cool that we have access to like rich slag and signalum and electrum and titanium and solarium and energetic alloy chickens. But holy cow, is it a long list. I guess I'll go back to off-camera work and we'll be right back. Back to breeding chickens. Oh my goodness. The urge to cheat these is really strong, but I'm like trying to be legit about it, so I'm not gonna. If I do, I will tell you, I promise. But at this point, I have chosen not to cheat. So lapis and aluminum. All right, back in a few. The saga continues. I am currently on tier 5 chickens. So I completed tier 4. We're now on to tier 5. I am quite along my way, maybe halfway done. So what I learned in doing tier 4 is that there's actually 2 prismarine chickens. So when I looked at prismarine, I needed to do shard, but I thought I needed to do crystal. And crystal required emerald, which I didn't have yet. So long story short, I have a few more chickens than I technically needed to do, but that's okay because I'm sure eventually I will need to do them. So knocking out crystals and quests and all this shenanigans is just cruising right along. We are making progress. So I'm going to go back to this, and then I'll come back later to check in with you guys. Just wanted to let you know where we stand. And I already have emerald, see? Totally knew we would need emerald at some point. Yeah. So be right back. Alright, guys. So, quest 5. Chickens complete. Booyah. Tier 6 chickens. It's just as long. How many resources are in this pack? I'm working on 6 right now. And we got to get through 7 and 8. Oh my goodness, it's hilarious. Well, luckily you guys get the benefit of not having to sit through all this. But we're at 46 ionite crystals, so that's cool. I'm trying not to make this an episode of all about chicken breeding, which is why I constantly am coming back and saying, like, we'll be back in a minute. But I do want you to see that I'm actually, like, progressing through this and actually breeding these chickens. As crazy as that may seem, it's what's actually happening. So let's come back in a minute, and maybe we'll knock out tier 6 chickens in between this cut and next. I will say, though, I can't even imagine doing this without a wand of acceleration. What would ultimately have to happen is I would wind up just having many breeders just running passively, and like we just have them sitting forever, waiting for them to breed the proper chickens. It's not a horrible process. It would just be very long and painful if we didn't have the wand of acceleration. So I'm glad that I have it. All right, be right back. I think it's Magma and Blaze, right? Magma and Blaze will be Ardite. That's one of the next chickens I'm going for. So I've done this enough to notice a pattern. The more rare the chicken, the less likely to get it as the breeding side effect, which kind of makes sense, right? So like redstone is less rare than ender pearl, right? So when I bred them together, I got a bunch of redstones as an output, and then I got lucky and got my uranium, which is what I was going for. So like this one, I'm not sure which is more rare, platinum or ender pearl, but I mean, it's all good. So it's a little tricky, but we're making progress, guys. Totally making progress here. Once this set is done, I'm going to be interested to see where we're at. But your goal is to like keep adding them to the left. The smaller the number counts, right? So adding ender pearls doesn't make any speed increase here. It's just, you might as well. Adding platinums will get a speed increase until you have more platinums than ender pearl chickens. And then at that point, like, there's no reason to, worry about it, because by the time you get like more, having 1 is brutal, but having like 2 is reasonable, and then like 3 or 4. So like, see how that's faster now? 3 or 4 is usually like a good number to be at, and if you get up to 8, then you've got a crazy amount, and you just had bad luck with breeding, like I am now, because I was like, hopefully this breeding won't be too bad. So like earlier, hey, there we go, Enderium chicken. Haha, Enderium chickens, that's what's up. So if I'm not mistaken, I got all the chickens that I was supposed to get from that batch. What I've been doing is just like grabbing a screenshot of the chicken group that I'm working on. So this is the last group, right? Dark Gem, Pulsating, and Vibrant. So what I'll do is I'll grab that. I'll get Dark Gem chickens, which come from Emerald and Coal, right? So Emerald, that one shouldn't be too bad to get. So I'll like start that off by doing that. And while that's going, Pulsating Iron is probably Iron and Ender Pearl? Yeah, that makes sense. Most of them make sense. There are a few outliers, though, that don't make sense. So Vibrant, I would expect to be Ender Pearl and Energetic. Yes. So I have one of those. So that one's going to be a little bit rough. But hey, we got Dark Gem, so that's cool. Iron and Ender Pearl. Nice. Right? So we can charge you back up. This one shouldn't be too bad. And then it's the Ender Pearl and the Energetic, which is going to be a little bit slow, but we'll see. So I'll just kind of let this guy cruise. Hey, there we go, Pulsating Iron, right? So Iron and Ender Pearl, that one's going to be a little bit slow. Meanwhile, while that's cooking, we're keeping an eye on our ionic stuff, Ionite, whatever. So we're at 62. So we're almost halfway, right? Because as we recall, if we scroll up to way long ago, oh wow, it doesn't even go back that far. Hey you, we determined that, oh, how did, what? Just have, what? Okay, cool. There we go. 72, so we need 144 of the things, the Ionite. So that's good. So yeah, see here, like, I'm guessing we'll probably get a lot of Ender Pearl chickens, and we'll get not so many Energetic Alloy chickens. I don't know which tier, which one was. Like, Redstone was obvious, I remember that. But this will be the last of the chickens for this chapter, which is chapter 6. So I've got all of the chapter 6, tier 6 chickens. We're just waiting on Vibrant now, which is a combination of Energetic and Ender Pearl. So hey, look, there's an Energetic. So that'll make things a little bit faster. So see how it's already moving faster? You can tell, like, it's pretty good, actually. Definitely keep an eye on it. If you're going through breeding these chickens and getting them all, oh wow, we're doing really good with Energetics. We're getting lucky. right? Getting lucky with lots of energetics. Because if I had to stick with one energetic at a time, it would be really slow. And then just pop this guy open and charge him. I find it's just easier to keep an eye on like the window while the wand is doing the acceleration. Like, sure, I could be holding the acceleration wand, but it's better to like let that thing go. And we're out of seeds. So now we do that, and we are cool. So just gotta wait for the chicken. Come on, chicken. I'll keep adding to them because why not at this point? It's just gonna be that much more sense. Hey, there he is, Vibrant. Woot! Ding ding! Quest complete! Hooray! So that would be tier 6 chickens. So now I'm interested to see how many tier 7 chickens are there. Elementium, Blizzrod, Cyanite. So not that many. Far shorter list. That's what I was really hoping to see, was that tier 7 chickens would be a shorter list. So I'm going to knock that out quickly off camera, and we'll be right back. Cool. See, this is what I mean about like the later tier chickens are less likely during the breed, right? So Mana Steel is an earlier tier than Terra Steel. So in breeding these two together, we're getting lots of Mana Steel, and I haven't gotten a second Terra Steel yet, which is, hey, there it is. Speak of the devil. So he finally showed up, right? So that's what I mean. Like, it seems to me, this is just a pattern I'm noticing. I might be completely making it up, but it's just an observation I had, right? Terra Steel being harder to get than Mana Steel, right? Later down the chicken line. So like we have a better chance of getting Mana Steel during this breed operation. So these later chickens also seem to be slower to me. So, and I mean that kind of makes sense. So I have a bunch of chickens ready here to go. So we'll see what happens. Back in a few. All right, guys. I think I'm right. Yes. Quest complete. Tier 7 chickens. It's slow going. If I'm gonna be totally honest, it's a little slow going. It's not fast going. It's slow going. But to be fair, we are getting a lot of resource chickens. So if we get to the point in this pack, which is very possible, where we need to have all the chickens, right? Or we need just like a ton of certain resources. Like if I got to the point where I needed, a ton of Terra Steel for some reason. I don't know why. But I don't know what's coming up in the future. But if I needed it, it would be there for me. So tier 8 chickens would be the last in the set. So only 4 of them. So that's exciting. So I guess we'll be back in a few minutes when I knock out the last 4 chickens. All right, dudes. Quest complete! Tier 8 chickens. I want you guys to know, I'm going to go look at the recording time of the very first video of this episode. So it took me about 2 hours, and I didn't take really many breaks. I literally just sat here for 2 hours straight, knocking out all these chicken quests. So tier 8 chickens complete. Took 2 hours. Not terrible. So Demon Metal and Mana Infused. Should we just do it? I mean, I feel like we should just do it. Demon Metal chicken is Magical Wood and Moonstone. So Moonstone and Magical Wood. Cool. So you guys do your thing. Because, I mean, at this point, right? And then what was the other one? Mana Infused. Because that's, super important. Iridium and gold. Iridium and gold. Chicken. And, part of me just figures, let's do that, and then we'll walk away and come back later, and you'll all be happy, right? Right. Look how slow it is, even with a lot of acceleration. This thing's going to be brutally slow. So with that said, whew, that was serious business. But this should complete chickens. So now all I have to do to actually be done with the actual chickens quest is collecting from roosts, which I assume is just the very simple roost collector. Yes. Roost collector. That would be you, sir. So we need any chicken, I think. I hope it's any chicken. So, can I just do a smart chicken? Or does it have to be, a regular chicken? If that's the case, it might be doable. Oh, yeah, no, it's cool. Any chicken. Sweet. Hey, quest complete! Collecting from roosts. Hooray! That is awesome. Quest updated. Collecting from roosts. So you keep doing your thing, Wand of Acceleration. All right, so that means if we look at our overall quest book, right, we now have chickens is done. So all we got to do is get a tier 6 Void Ore Miner and a tier 6 Lunar Array, and we should be good from there, right? And then we can do Mystical Crops. Now, here's the deal. We only have to make... where is Environmental Tech? Environmental Tech. Reborn Tech, Thermal Enhancements... Environmental Tech. Okay, cool. So, wow, that's a lot of quests. But the tier... So I'm only seeing tier 4 solar arrays. Tier 4 lunar array. Tier 4 void ore resource miner. Am I missing stuffs? Am I crazy or am I not seeing the quests? But it said... Yeah. Also, why are you... Requires a litherite panel? Oh, that's solar array. Hold on. Lunar... Lightning Rod, Void Ore Resource Miner, Tier 3. We totally had one of those, remember? I feel like we did. Void Ore Resource Miner, Tier 4. We totally have one of those. Void Ore Resource Miner. Do the thing. Because we have to make another tier 3 in order to make you happy. And that shouldn't be too bad because it just requires some erodium. Which we should have plenty of, right? And let's get a couple lenses. So we can get you upgraded to tier 2. And then we just need Chironite. Tier 3. Cool. Quest updated Micah. Yay. Okay, cool. I don't know why you were being such a stick in the mud. Hooray! Quest complete. Yes. Void Ore. Oh, you want a Void Ore resource? Oh, that's a resource miner. Oh, so that's not a Void Ore miner. It's a Void Ore resource miner. Hey. Yeah, my inventory has been completely out of sync. Oh my goodness, come on. See what I mean? Inventory is being a little bit weird right now. I don't know why. So yeah, that was the resource miner. Okay, so that's that quest. Okay, cool. So you should ramp up. There you go. Alright, so I don't know what's up with that. I have to figure out where that lives. Holy cow, those chickens are slow. Moonstone chickens, go faster! Not that we need them, but I mean, I just feel like we should, right? So in the quest book, so where is even like Void Ore Miner? Maybe. So now mica is needed, which we have some of. Cool. So mica's complete. I'm kind of not sure where Lunar Array tier... Yeah, am I missing this completely? Or is this weird to anyone else? So, oh, there we go. That's what it is. So I need Ionite. Quest complete Ionite. Cool. So then we need Aethium. Alabaster? Okay. So that's cool. How are you guys doing? Hey, Demon Metal Chicken! Hooray! So what I'm going to do is, because you guys are so slow, move you over here. Recharge you. And hopefully get the last chicken. So yeah. There's the tier 5 void resource miner, but that's not the quest we need, is it? Tier 6 void ore miner and tier 6 lunar array. That's what we need from environmental tech. So I see tier 4 lunar array. So I guess we'll just make it, and then if for some reason it doesn't actually register properly, which I'm wondering if it might, right? We'll just have to do admin mode in the quest book and make it work. Cool. So how much ironite do we have, by the way, at this point? We are at 77 ironite, which is pretty darn close to half of what we need, right? So I'm going to let you guys actually... I'm going to let one more iteration of breeding occur here. And then... Good, I got iridium. That's what I was kind of hoping I would get. So demon metal's cool, in case I ever need a bunch of that stuff. Now I kind of want to let you finish this iteration of breeding. Yeah, no. All right, so what I'm going to do is take you over to here, and we're going to let you speed things up. And I wish I could get something such that I could keep you charged. Because I don't know if there's any tricky, nifty ways to make that happen. Like, I can't do that. Right? So that's not charging it. Because I think this only charges inside a player's inventory. It doesn't charge inside that inventory over there. Yeah, definitely not helping. So it would be cool, but I don't know that there is. Like, we could try... you with you. See how, like, out of sync my inventory is? So with you blinking... Nope. That didn't work. All right. Well, we'll come back in a minute. I might just let this thing do its thing, and while I'm looking at it, I'll try and find a battery that will happily charge the item inside that block. I can't. I'm like, I could route the item out and back in. That would be totally fine. You know, I tried the Galactic Craft battery. We could try Tech Reborn's battery, just for giggles. Right? Do you actually, like, need to be clicked or anything? So if I put you in there... Oh, it's nighttime, so it's not going to work. But it doesn't look like it's charging at the very least. So there's that. Yeah, nighttime, remember, things don't work. Because I only have solar panels for extra utils power. But that's not working either, right? Yeah, I can't think of any, short of just having, like an energetic infuser sitting here, right? We could totally do that. And have it charge the wand. So we could have, like... Here, I'll show you what I have in mind. Energetic infuser. You're with me. What we could have is... Do we have flux stuff taught yet? Yeah, not yet. But we could make flux stuff. But you know what we can do? We just get ultimate. Now, can we get item? Do we have any of this stuff that we can get? Yes. Can we have a filter from @Ender.io? I technically only need 2. Advanced item filters? Oh, they need... So Solarium, Silicon, Redstone, and Zombie Head. All right, alloy smeltery, that's you guys are a go. Cool. Because I think advanced is what we need. Do we have a Yeta wrench? No, but I feel like we could have one. Electrical steel. We don't have any electrical steel? Where's my Yeta wrench? Maybe in here. I never made a Yeta wrench? No, I have 2 crescent hammers, so that's a thing. But I don't have a Yeta wrench. Dyer, please! And I'm only doing this because it'll be a little bit more compact than I could do with mechanism piping. Also, I don't know if I can filter mechanism piping with MBT in a compact way. So, Yeta wrench, we're going to need silicon. Right? And we're going to need iron. And is it coal? I want to say it's pulverized coal. Yes, I was correct. So what if we put this guy... Oh, that's not the right direction. That should work. Right, so you are going to use your wand to speed that up, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you and disable you for a minute so that you don't automatically recharge this when it goes into my inventory. So then on down, we could have extract on green, insert on brown, right? And we want to have a filter in here that will fill out in a minute. And then on west, we will have insert on green, extract on brown, again, with a filter. Ah, yes, you don't need a filter. You need a filter. Cool. Are you empty yet? Oh, hello. No, I said stop it. I said with a filter, to be fair. Don't extract yet. Okay. There you go. So empty that out. It is kind of faster. It works too. This will work, and it'll hopefully be quick, and that'll be what's up. So we're at 100. We're about halfway. And how are we for ionite? Because if we set this up, then it'll be super nice. We're at 96 ionite crystals. So we're definitely getting a decent chunk of this stuff. So I want it to be completely empty, right? So we're going to match metadata and MBT data. Is it nighttime or something? Why you all of a sudden stop right-clicking? It doesn't cost more than 4,000 to right-click. Anyway, down filter will be that. Whitelist, match metadata, match NBT. So then on down, you'll be extract always active. And technically on the west, we don't need a filter because you can just extract when you're full, right? So then this thing gets used up. When he drops to about 4,000 energy left, he'll be extracted, he'll be stuck in, he'll be recharged, he'll pop back out. And that'll be a loop. And that'll keep this thing running at all times. And that might be cool. At least I think it'll be cool. So let's see. So what should happen is as soon as he hits 4,000, he should be yanked out. And if I'm correct, then we'll have a much faster void ore miner going on here. Now, granted, this is using more power per, like, RF per tick. So we're going to want to keep an eye on our RF situation. But, hey, look, it did it. Sweet. All right, so you'll be doing good. How are you doing, Chief? You seem okay. You're draining a little bit of MJ, but not terrible. And are you losing any power? Mr. Doesn't Work Ever? Maybe? I have no idea. This thing is either like we don't need the power so it's not outputting it, or it's just weird. I've never really quite figured it out, but long story short, I think we're good here. You know, we could... No, I probably don't want to do all that. So what's all this? Is this connected like that? Yes. So if I were to... remove this, right? Bing. In theory, your power... My goodness, this whole base is a mess. Now that we have access to flux networks, I should really think about cleaning this up. Okay, why don't you break with a wrench? Alright, so in theory, you're only getting power out of this. I mean, granted, you could be getting power from these guys who have, like, no energy stored in them. So that's definitely possible. Right? Do you guys have energy? You do have energy power, but are you... So, yeah. See, that's all empty, actually. So all you guys are theoretically pumping into this guy, which is pumping into this guy. Are you actually outputting power or no? It says it's not. It says it's inputting 128,000 RF a tick. So what if I did this? So your energy is dropping. Your input is 0 and your output is 0? I don't believe you. Oops. That's right. You are all kinds of out of sorts there, Chief. Yeah. Interesting. So your input's fluctuating like crazy, but your output is stating it's 0, and I kind of don't believe you. So if I removed you, would this stuff start filling up? Yeah, it does. Fascinating. Very interesting. Okay, today I'm learning. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. Probably next episode we'll get into flux networks, which will solve some of this problem. But for now, it's wrapping up point. So Devil20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time, and we'll set up flux networks to clean up some of the ugly wiring that's all around my base. Because flux networks is a thing that we have access to now. So I'm looking forward to being able to play with that mod. And then we will also, hopefully, by the end of that, clean up or finish up Ironite, which will get us access to a tier 5 Void Ore Miner, which will get us access to the tier 6 materials, which hopefully means that we can make a tier 6 Lunar Array and a tier 6 Void Ore Miner, and then we'll be cool. Alright guys, take it easy.